Okay, so today we're going to be going over subtracting integers. So whenever we're doing subtracting integers, I don't know if you remember this from last year, but we always talked about KCC, keep, change, change. So what that means is, for example, and if we have -3 minus 2, we're going to KCC. So we're going to keep the first number the same, so the first number is going to stay at -3. We're going to change subtraction to addition. Then we're going to change the sign of the next number. So the next number right now is a +2, so we're going to change it to be a -2. So if now I just use my rules that I used when I was adding. So if they're the same signs, I'm going to add and keep, and if they're different signs, I'm going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. So I have -3 plus -2, those are the same signs, so I'm going to add. So I know 3 plus 2 is 5. And they're both negative, so the sign's going to stay negative. So it's basically just one extra step than what we were doing when we were adding. So if I look at my next one, I have 7 minus 8. So I'm going to start and I'm going to K, C, C, keep, change, change. So this 7's going to stay the same. The subtraction is going to change to addition, and this 8 is positive right now, so it's going to change to be a -8. So I can now see that I need to use my addition rules. So are they the same signs or are they different? Well, they're different because the 7 is positive and the 8 is negative. And then since they're different, I'm going to subtract. So 8 minus 7 is 1, and I keep the sign of the bigger number. So my bigger number here is 8, and the 8 is negative. So it's going to be a -1 for my answer. All right, we'll do one more together, and then you'll try one on your own. So for this one, we have -4 minus a -6. So again, since I'm subtracting, and I can tell I'm subtracting because this is a subtraction sign, so I'm going to K, C, C. Keep, change, change. So the -4 is going to stay the same. I'm going to change subtraction to addition. This 6, however, is now negative. So that means I need to change it to be a +6. So now I can see that these are different signs. Since I have -4 plus a +6, they're different signs, so I subtract. So 6 minus 4 is going to be 2, and I keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, my bigger number is going to be 6, so it's going to stay positive, so my answer is just going to be 2. Try this one by yourself, so pause the video, and then when you get done, unpause it, and I'll walk through it. All right, so we start, since it's subtraction, we're going to start with keep, change, change. I didn't put parentheses around the -10 this time, just in case you can probably see it both ways, like on an assignment. So I wanted to show you both ways. So the 3 is going to stay the same. The subtraction changes to addition. And since the 10 is negative right now, it's going to change to be a +10. Oh, well, this is easy. I know what 3 plus 10 is. 3 plus 10 is going to be 13. All right. For my next one, now what happens when I have 3 numbers? Well, it's pretty easy. So I have -3 minus 8 minus a -10. So again, I just like when we're doing addition, I just look at the first two first. So I'm going to start with just keep, change, change on this part, and I'll worry about that second part later. So if I keep, change, change here, I have -3 plus a -8. Okay, well, those are the same signs, so I know I'm going to add. So 3 plus 8 is 11, and I keep the sign, which is negative. Okay, now I have to bring down the second part. So I have minus a -10. All right, well, let's keep, change, change here. So I'm going to keep the -11 the same, plus, and then 10 is negative right now, so it's going to change to be a +10. Okay, well, these are different signs, so I know I'm going to subtract. So 11 minus 10 is going to be 1. And I keep the sign of the bigger number, which is 11, so it's going to be a -1. Go ahead and try this next one on your own. And then after you try it on your own, then we'll go to unpause the video, we'll try it together. So for this one, I have 3 terms again, so I'm just going to start with the first 2. So I'm going to keep, change, change. So I have 12 minus a -3, so I'm going to have 12 plus a +3. Oh, well, that's easy. 12 plus 3 is going to be 15. And then I have to bring down the second part, so then I have -4. So if you want to, you can keep change. It might just be good to get in the habit of it. Keep change. So I'm going to have 15 plus a -4. Okay, so these are different signs, so I'm going to subtract. So 15 minus 4 is going to be 11, and I keep the sign of the bigger number, which is 15, so it's going to be a positive 11. Thank y'all for watching.